the way that I will do this problem is first I expand out the formula. Since it says I have to write down the third MaClaurin polynomial, basically I'm starting at 0 to 3, so I know I need 4 terms, right? So what my 4 terms are going to be are the following. We're going to have f of 0, right? That'll be your constant term times x to the 0 over 0 factorial, which is just f of 0, by the way, because x to the 0 power and 0 factorial, they're just ones. And then the next one would be f prime, f to the first power evaluated at 0, times x to the first over 1 factorial plus f double prime of 0 times x squared over 2 factorial plus f triple prime evaluated at 0 times x cubed over 3 factorial. So I know that I have to write out basically these 4 terms. So I know that I have to do a few substitutions. Well, from our given function, f of x, you can find its derivatives and then do its evaluations, right? So just a side here. We have f of x is originally e to the power of 2x. Now, what is f prime of x? What is the first derivative going to be? Yeah, 2e to the 2x. Your second derivative? That's right. You get 4e to the power of 2x. Right, so note that you're using your chain rule for derivatives. And f triple prime of x is going to be 8e to the power of 2x. So now, each one, the original function and each of our derivatives, you evaluate it at 0. Right, so you got to find f of 0, f prime of 0, f double prime of 0, f triple prime of 0. So e to the power of 2x is now e to the power of 2 times 0, which is just e to the 0, which is 1. So I know this piece, f of 0, is going to be 1. If I evaluate the first derivative, we're going to get 2 times e to the 0 again. That's now going to be 2. So this term, f prime of 0, is going to become a 2. F double prime of 0 is 4e to the 0, which is 4. So f double prime of 0 gets replaced by the number 4. F triple prime of 0 is 8e to the 0, which is just 8. So this piece gets replaced by the number 8. And now you just got to do the rewrites. So if we rewrite this accordingly, the first term is going to be 1 plus 2x over 1 factorial, which is still 1, so it's 2x. The next term will be 4x to the third over 2. No, sorry, 4x squared over 2, which you can, by the way, simplify it as 2x squared if you like. And the next term would have been 8x cubed over 3 factorial. So 3 factorial is 3 times 2 times 1. That's 6. So if I do simplify this, it's 1 plus 2x plus 2x squared plus 4x to the third over 3. That would have been my solution. No, it's not that bad.
Just if you mess up in
the derivatives. Yeah, just gotta be careful with your derivatives. Your other example, problem number 8, follows from this example, right? So it's okay if I go on to problem 8. So in problem 8, you have you want to write now basically the 4th degree MaClaurin polynomial for this function. So now you have f of x is equal to 5 plus 3 cosine of x. Sorry, I wrote this wrong. 5 plus cosine of 3x. Cosine 3x. And then you want to find basically the 4th degree MaClaurin polynomial. Yeah. So let's expand this first. So our fourth degree MaClaurin polynomial, again, is going to be f of 0 times x to the 0 power over 0 factorial plus f prime of evaluated at 0 times x to the first over 1 factorial plus f double prime evaluated at 0 times x squared over 2 factorial. Then you have f triple prime of 0 evaluated at 0 times x cubed over 3 factorial. And then lastly, f quadruple prime. So you can write your fourth power as IV using Roman numerals. X to the fourth over 4 factorial. So now I write down the stuff underneath, right? So we have f of x was 5 plus cosine of 3x. F prime of x by your let's see, your chain rule, right? Derivative of 5 is 0, but by the chain rule, derivative of cosine 3x is negative 3 sine 3x. F double prime of x, that's right, negative 9 cos 3x. F triple prime value of x is 27 cosine 3x.
The cosine or sine?
No, sine. Yeah, it's sine. Sorry. And now the next one would have been 27 times 3 is 81. Yeah.
Yeah.
So f to the fourth power, sorry, f quadruple prime, your fourth derivative is 81 cosine 3x. All right, so now you evaluate each of them at 0. So f prime, sorry, f of 0 is equal to 5 plus cosine of 3 times 0. But what is cosine of, sorry, what's 3 times 0?
0.
0. So cosine of 0 is 1. So the first term is 5 plus 1, which is 6. F prime of 0 is going to be 5. No, sorry. The next one, I don't really have to do any computation because this is going to be 0, right?
You can do that all the time.
Yeah, all the signs is going to be 0. So like even the f triple prime, that's also going to be 0 because sine of 0 is 0. So we just got to focus on f double prime now and f to the fourth prime, to the fourth derivative. That sounds more better. Okay, so you have negative 9 times cosine of 0. So that will be negative 9. Here you're going to get 81 times cosine of 0, which is 81. So looking at this, your all the f prime and f triple prime, all the odd all the odd primes basically are going to be 0. So you can get rid of them. So what we have is the first term is going to be 6. The next term will be for x squared, you'll have a negative 9. So it's negative 9 x squared over 2 factorial, which is 2. And then for the next term, we know this piece is 81. So it's going to be 81 positive x to the fourth over 4 factorial. So 4 factorial is 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. 4 times 3 is 12. 12 times 2 is 24. Now that's a good answer. You could simplify this if you wanted to. The only part that you simplify is the 81 over 24. A number that goes into 81 and 24 evenly is 3. So that would have been 27x to the fourth over 8. And that would be my that would be my solution. All good on problem 8? Okay.